Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update for Shao Bank, and in reality, this update is probably 2 or 3 days behind. But I wanted to give these guys enough time or plenty of time to see if they would come back or at least give us an update. And unfortunately, they have not. And it seems like this one is most definitely over at this point. So let's go ahead and give you a quick update, talk about what's going on with them. As you guys probably already know, there's been like 6 or 7 domain changes in like the span of 3 days or some crazy number like that. It's just been a wild, wild ride over the last couple of days. And it seems like it's not going to be coming back, even though people have been asking me, hey, do you think they're going to be coming back? I'll give you my thoughts on that here in a second. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive right in. Of course, I want to start off by saying that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you are going to get into anything in the crypto space, in the passive income space, just know that there is risk involved. So do your own research and due diligence. And if you're going to get in, make sure you're only putting in risk capital, guys, funds you can afford to lose. Um, Also follow me on Telegram. If you haven't done that already, I'll leave a link for that down below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe with the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So as you guys know, I did an update video not too long ago. We talked about their domain, and in the span of, I guess, 3 days or so, the domain changed like 6 or 7 times. It was just a crazy, crazy number. As I do this video right now, I don't even think there's a working domain. The latest domain that was working no longer is working, and they posted this in their Telegram. So we'll go over this here in a second. But obviously with no working website, and even when there was a working website, people were trying to do withdrawals. Withdrawals weren't going through. I tried to do a withdrawal. Some of the with the most recent withdrawal that I tried to do didn't go through. In the beginning of that domain fiasco, I did do a withdrawal request that actually hit my wallet, but as they were switching domains and it was just like a circus, it was just none of the withdrawal requests were going through. So I said, you know what, let me see if these guys will get it together. I'll give them a couple of days. If you remember my last update video, I said, let me give these guys a couple of days. Let's wait for the dust to settle and see if these guys can figure it out. And unfortunately, they have not been able to do so. It looks like they're not able to get their website up and running. Now they put this in their Telegram. I don't know if it's legit or not. They're blaming it on, getting attacked. I mean, if you've been in the space for any period of time, then this is not the first time we've seen this. They blame it on, people attacking their site. Now, whether or not it's true or not, again, there's no way to really verify it one way or the other. Maybe perhaps they're getting really attacked. Perhaps it's their exit, right? It's their rug pull. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the story is. And again, like I said, we can't verify it one way or the other. I did have a couple of conversations with my sponsor, who is not a part of their team, or not, he's not on an ownership team or anything like that. He's just an affiliate, just like I am. But he was in the platform way longer than I was, and he was at a loss. He was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't understand why the domain is changing so many times. And we were just kind of going back and forth, like, man, I don't know what's going to happen. Let's give it a couple of days and see what happens when the dust settles. And unfortunately, it looks like, yeah, there's no site right now. Last conversation I had with him, he was like, man, it looks like it's over. And even then, I gave it like another day or two, to see what would happen. And like I said, unfortunately, it looks like it is done. And I gave this thing way more time than I normally give a platform, just to kind of see what would happen. Because look, at the end of the day, I really liked the platform. It was out for a year. Now, I wasn't in for a year. I was in for about maybe 3 months, but the platform itself was running for about a year. People who got in early on and when it first started, kudos to them, because they made profit, even if they never didn't refer anyone, because they were in at the early days and it ran for so long. They should have been profitable, right? Um, but yeah, we got in the 3 months that I was in. It was running smooth up until the domain started to change last week, right? And once the domain started to change, it was like a snowball effect. It was just like it just, started to unravel. Like again, they changed the domain, they just kept changing the domain. And obviously when that starts to happen, confidence starts to waver. People are like, man, what is going on? Obviously, people are not able to withdraw. And once that happens, it's a done deal, right? So, people have asked me, hey, do you think they're going to come back? I don't know. But even if they do come back, the confidence just isn't there. Like who's gonna come in here and purchase plans and things of that nature? Who's gonna come in and actually do that? Because they just kind of see this fiasco that's happening here. So yeah, this was their last post. I mean, I'm not really gonna go into it word for word. Essentially, what they're saying is, we got attacked. There's an attack going on with our site, and because of that, we're being blocked. Can you help us? Can you come in and uh, can you come and see if you can help us get unblocked? Again, we can't verify if this is true one way or the other, but as of right now, there's no site that's up right now. So it doesn't seem, if it's true, they can't get a website up. And if it's not true, then, this was their way out to, take their site down and disappear. I don't know how much funds they were able to collect or how much TVL was in the platform. I mean, they do have like 13,000 people inside of their Telegram. I don't know how many of those are bots or real people, but they do have a sizable community. The fact that it's been out for a year tells us that, they do have a sizable community. Um, but yeah, I mean, we can speculate one way or the other, if they were truly getting attacked or not with their domains. But the fact remains there's no site up right now. People, are kind of, obviously they can't log into a back office that doesn't exist, and they can't withdraw. Even when the back office was around, people were trying to withdraw and it wasn't, the withdrawals weren't getting processed. So yeah, this one is it looks like it's over. Not looks like it is over, right? When a platform isn't paying withdrawals anymore, and the site isn't up, and the Telegram is they basically shut the Telegram down so that people can't message. Those are all the classic, for lack of a better term, the classic signs of a rug pull, right? So we can sit here and hope and say, man, I hope this comes back. I hope this comes back. But all the classic signs are there that this is done, right? So yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. We have to just learn from this experience. For me, we got in pretty late in this I was like running for like 9 months or so already. When I jumped in, I jumped in about 3 months ago, give or take. And looking back now, hindsight is always 2020, right? When you're in it, you don't really, you get caught up in the FOMO and in the hype, but looking back, hindsight's always 2020. There was definitely some red flags, right? There was definitely some signs, right? Um, as a learning experience for the future, one of the signs looking back, right? When they extended the bond sale, they extended that. That was, looking back, that could have been, definitely a sign, right? Obviously, when they launch a token, now it's different when, like, I've jumped into platforms when they have a token that they're launching from the very, very beginning. When a platform is running for 6, 7, 8 months already, and then they decide to launch a token, it's like another way for them to generate revenue. That's sometimes it's suspect. Not sometimes, for majority of time, that is suspect, right? It was fun to watch the price of the token do what it does, basically skyrocket through the roof like it did. But it was like, here that, they're launching their token, and it was always just yeah, I mean, there's no other really other way to put it than, looking back at it, it's like, that was definitely a cash grab, most likely, right? Um, and then they ran another sale. They ran like this other bonus sale that we didn't really talk about, because it was like, why are we going to talk about this bonus sale? But if you remember, they ran another bonus sale. Anytime there's a platform that's running sales and promotions and just back to back, we've seen it in the past. A lot of time it's just, they're trying to grab as much cash as they can. So the telltale signs were there. Obviously, the signs of this being gone are here. Telegram being gone and not people not being able to message. Obviously, the site, that's an obvious one, right? The site being non-existent, withdrawals not going through, obviously, because the site's not existent. Um, you know, this one's definitely done, right? It ran for a year, so congratulations to those of you guys that got in early. I wasn't one of those, but those of you guys that got in early, you had a platform that ran for a year. That's very rare in this space. It happens, right? There's platforms that do it. And those of you guys that were able to get in at the very beginning of this and it ran for a year, you even if you didn't build a team, you should have been profitable. So um, you know, silver lining there, I guess. But yeah, this one is definitely over. That's why you always gotta only put in, and I say it all the time in my videos, I say it 2 or 3 times, only put in risk capital. And when you do decide to get into a platform and you put in risk capital, your initial goal is to pull your capital out. Okay. The ideal position to be in any platform is to be in profit, house money, right? You pulled your initial capital out and you're only playing with house money, right? That's the best ideal place to be in. You can't say you're always going to be in that position, but that is the very best position to be in, where you want to strive to be, right? Anyway, we can talk about that on another video. This video is about Shao Bank. This one is officially done. And yeah, use it as a learning experience and we will keep it moving forward. All right. Any intel I get, I'll post it over in our Telegram. So make sure you're plugged in over there. Any news or information I get, we'll post it over there. Like I said, some people have asked me, do I think it's going to come back? I don't think so. I don't think there's any platform that I've seen in the years that we've been in the space that has come back like a 2.0 version that has come back and done well. Every time there's been an attempt to do a 2.0 version, it's never done well. It's never done well. And again, the main reason is because the confidence in the platform just isn't there. So even if it does come back, which I doubt it will, even if it does come back, just the confidence just isn't there anymore. So yeah, this one is kaputs and we'll keep it moving. All right, guys. Follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. As always, do your own research and due diligence. This is a risky space we're in, fast moving, fast paced, high risk, high reward. So if you're going to get in, risk capital only. Okay. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.